Hello, hello, beautiful heroes. That amazing music fade out timing was impeccable. Welcome to Cookie Bugs. Anybody lurking? Anybody just coming in? Welcome to all Stardew addicts. I really feel like there needs to be a group. There needs to be a like an AA meeting for Stardew addicts. It's a serious condition. But we're not here for Stardew, we're here for Tangle Tower. I think we're almost done with the game. I think we're gonna catch the killer soon. Perhaps. I did it because his extra room is a library. Well, yeah, that is a good choice. When I originally played Stardew, I wanted to go for Elliot, but I didn't like his portrait. It felt too like Beauty and the Beastie. I also hated Harvey's mustache. So I went out of my way to get mods that changed the portraits of everyone. Like just to get rid of the mustache and just to change Elliot's portrait to like not a weird side view. But yeah, Tangle Tower. Let's get sound. That sounds like a tower that is tangled. Previously on Tangle Tower, we put together the fact that Poppy used to be a darling girl with everything pink. And now she's Queen of Goss. She also had a falling out with Freya and Fifi. What else did we learn? Fitz and Penny aren't exactly made for each other. He went through a lot of trouble to make this gorgeous plant for her, and she kind of is letting it die. I thought about Abigail, but she feels like a teenager to me. Yeah, I had that same thought with Sebastian. Like, he felt too Sasuke, if you know what I mean. Hey, Fizz, welcome. Hello. We also got this weird device that we can use to you play music to it and it makes a shape. So, first order of business, I want to see if we can get Poppy to play the sheet music for our little weird device.
Yeah,
this one.
it's mine.
Can you play the tune for us?
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized.
Well, that didn't quite get me what I wanted. Aha! No, it did. Okay. Wooden toys. Okay. So that's the shape we got when we played that noise. Nice! Okay, so we need like 6 other shapes or some shit now, probably. Balls. I want to do the cassette tape with the melody. Charles, welcome! Sassy, welcome! Hi, guys. Hello. We're deep in music territory. I want to play at this tape. Maybe? This is probably too many musics.
It's piano music.
What about this one? If we give it the hum, what does it think about that? First half of this cassette tape is just terrifying. We just let it play out. Hey, Jora, welcome. It's not cat dating. It is not cat dating. We're back to Tangle Tower.
Weird.
It's someone humming a tune.
Yeah, got the tune. You got a shape out of that. Nice. Okay, what other sounds can we give this thing? What's our hint thing say? Check out all the rooms in Tangle Tower. Well, shit, all right. Oh, no, I know what it's saying. Oh, yeah, that's right. We discovered that the top of the tower was not the top of the tower. I remember. We did not even date any of them. We did not. It was unfortunate tis the life of a dating simulator, though. You never, it takes like 17,000 hours to get to the actual dating, I feel like. Okay, this attic is full of werewolves, apparently. There's actually a lot of wolf statues.
What is that?
Not sure. Some kind of reel?
Looks like it might attach to something.
What we got? Oh, interesting. Real thingy. Good.
What's in that little box? I bet it's bones. A skull, at least.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You know, maybe I won't open it.
No, open it. What about this one?
Just dusty junk.
I watched the first stream of this, but I haven't watched the second, so I'm 2 hours behind. Let me see if I can catch you up. Poppy used to be best friends with Freya and Fifi, but she had a falling out with them, and then she changed her entire look from someone who looked like this to the goth queen we now have. What else did we learn? Fitz and Penny don't have the most glorious relationship because Penny doesn't take care of the shit Fitz gets her. Mr. Pointer was spying, not at the stars with his telescope, but straight across to the murder scene, which is very suspicious. I think that's pretty much all we've learned. We learned that there was another
The
room.
head screws off.
Huh. Just dusty junk. It's a statue of a wolf, standing up straight, like a man.
You know there's a name for that.
I know.
It's not quite as dusty as everything else up here. Also, it's not a statue. It's stuffed.
A giant stuffed wolf that isn't quite as dusty? I don't like that.
It's a jar. The head screws off.
Okie dokie cookie. Please sell 1 melon for me.
Huh.
Assuming you're in summer. Paintings?
Nothing catching my interest.
I'm sorry, is this spooky?
Kinda. Where's that light coming from?
Well, it's just daylight, I think. There's a decent gap between those
Aha.
floorboards.
No, I bet we can. Oh, we can spy the murder.
Is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is?
Nothing more to say about that? Okay, that's fine. Talk to Fifi. Why Fifi? I mean, I will, but it's false, so I'll cheat and catch a fish for you. Sounds good. Do that. Yes, please.
Is this yours, Fifi?
I do not recognize it. And besides, I would have no use for such a thing. Perhaps it could be used to hang wet laundry?
Was that a joke?
Yes.
Oh.
This belongs to Professor Pointer, does it not?
No, I don't think so.
Who else would own such a pointless little telescope?
It's a telescope.
Oh, yes. It has a telescopic lens. It could only be used for looking at things that are far away.
Haksha said it was her microscope.
That belongs to my mother. I think she must be fond of eggs. There are a number of egg-shaped carvings to be found in the garden and in the Grand Hall.
Yeah, what's the deal with all the eggs?
Some people just like eggs.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing that we learned last time. Pointer, is looking for a golden beetle, and that's what Hawkshaw was hired
Name,
for?
Percival Pointer. Age, 57. Profession, none.
I'm pretty sure he's an astronomer.
Oh yes, of course. How uncharacteristically forgetful of me. Name, Hawkshaw. Age, unknown. Profession, private detective. Likes, quote, being left alone. Dislikes, quote, being constantly badgered by a weirdo nerd with a clipboard.
Oh.
Name, Flora Fellow. Age, 44. Profession, unknown. Likes, unknown. Dislikes, unknown.
Isn't she your mother? How do you not know anything?
I believe other people may have discovered methods of reaching her, but I have little capacity for interpreting nonverbal communication.
And how long has Flora been non-verbal?
She has always been quiet, willing to speak when necessary, but not more.
So what happened to make her stop talking entirely?
She suffered a great loss, something she has been unable to move beyond.
Anybody want to give me a hint as to what that would be? Laura, Dachshund glares and farts. It's true.
Name,
It's
Felix
her main
Fellow.
communication style.
Age, 53. Profession, none. Likes, collecting objects of negligible monetary value and assigning them personal value. Dislikes, the inescapable realities of human existence. Notes, Felix is my father and legal guardian.
And, is he a good dad?
I have no point of comparison, but I would say no.
No.
Oh,
Why not?
get wrecked,
You
Felix
asked me a
Daddy.
binary question. Do not get upset that I provided one of the two possible answers.
What makes him a bad father, Fifi?
He has trouble expressing his emotions, and something of a willful detachment from reality.
Huh. Just like you, then.
Grimoire.
No, he is quite correct.
Okie dokie.
There's something about Hawkshaw's handheld microscope.
You're not wrong.
Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Suspicious. Has anybody got a profession in this house? Yeah. Yeah, some people.
This
I have a
little microscope
suspicion.
thing? You said you used it to search the greenhouse.
And this would make perfect sense if you knew what my client had asked me to find. Of course, I still have no intention of disclosing that information.
You're such a tease, Hawkshaw.
It's okay,
Don't
we already
worry.
know.
We already worked out what you're searching for.
The golden beetle, my dude.
You're not as hopeless as you look.
Thanks.
So, that's what you were looking for in the greenhouse? This beetle?
Surely even you can understand the logic of it.
It makes
the
sense.
greenhouse is home to a great many insects. The gardener could have easily kept the beetle hidden in there.
Well, Fitz said you questioned him, but didn't actually search the greenhouse.
He is not exactly the type to appreciate subtlety. He simply didn't notice that I was using my microscope.
What do you reckon, Grimoire?
I know for a fact she didn't use the microscope in the greenhouse.
It's not a
It's
microscope,
not a microscope
at all.
All of a sudden, Detective Grimoire is some kind of expert on microscopes.
It's true. It's true. I am. Taco eating. Welcome. Hello, hello. Okay. According to Fifi, uses a telescopic lens. So Hawkshaw lied about it.
The handheld microscope, according to Fifi, uses a telescopic lens, so Hawkshaw lied about it. I'm inclined to believe Fifi when it comes to stuff like this.
Hawkshaw, why did you lie about owning a telescope?
When you were a child, what did you aspire to become?
A detective? Naturally.
Emperor of the Galaxy?
I wanted
Good
to be an
goals.
astronomer.
Really?
I harbored a desire to understand the secrets of the wider universe. A fool's errand, to be sure, but a seductive one. At 15, I decided instead to apply my intelligence to the world around me. And so,
More
I
practical.
became a detective. But the yearning for elusive knowledge is a powerful force. I tried to keep it with me.
Sorry,
In a
but
locked
we're way off track.
box.
What's the deal with the little telescope?
A memento from my childhood. Little more than a toy.
Why did you bring it with you?
When I discovered that it was Professor Pointer who had hired me, I dared to consider it something of a planetary alignment. I had hoped he might sign my telescope.
Doubts.
An extremely childish indulgence, I admit.
I never would have guessed.
Hold on. You're admitting you didn't use it in the greenhouse then?
Correct. As it happens, I have no need to search the greenhouse to such a degree. Professor Pointer doesn't consider the gardener a suspect in our theft investigation.
So, who is your suspect?
Things have become complicated. My lead suspect is your murder victim.
Welp, that got a little twisted. Shit. I'm gonna go look at the statue real quick because it actually shows
I'm
symbols.
Should we take another look?
Bell, lips, piano, and bird. Okay, so we need bell and bird.
Let's come
Bell
back.
and
later.
bird. Well, bird seems obvious. But bell? Where have we seen a bell?
And especially.
And it's home to 3 especially fancy birds.
No, that's not what I meant to do. I guess maybe I need to talk to her and show her. Lord, I have no idea. Well, we get a bird to sing. Gramophone, maybe?
Poppy's gramophone. She's had it for a long
She does kind of look like a
time.
red giraffe.
As a young child, she'd call it her mama phone, on account of it belonging to her mother.
That's
Aw,
cute.
That's kind of cute.
Oh yes, adorable.
That didn't work. Man, I got nothing. I don't know.
My little writing desk.
There's nothing written in the book. They're bird cages. But the birds are coming.
that a metaphor?
Oh, it totally is.
How do I get the birds to sing me a song? Fine. Maybe it has to do with this garden instead? A wild bird instead of a caught bird?
It's an
Use one.
epizosa.
Well, they're not, and they're not headphones. They're earmuffs.
It's a dude with an earmuff and a lute. Man, there are a lot of eggs. They weren't kidding. I spot with my little eye at least 3 eggs. Alright, what? We hear some kind of melody by the lake's edge. Oh, fuck, I don't know. Did we? Did we? It's been many a years since I arrived on this island. These boys? Oh, the boys in the bird. The bird bath. Okay. Okay. Felix. Okay, now we need somebody to sing us a song. Felix, please regale me a story about your painted model.
I've been carving for a couple of years now. I was hopeless when I started, but it didn't take me long to master it, as you can see.
I wouldn't call that
Do you paint
a
them yourself
mastery.
too?
I do indeed. Freya kindly taught me the basics. Nowadays, I can make just about anything I can imagine. Of course, this particular model is a self-portrait based on hard fact.
Hard fact.
Hard fact, huh? So, you own a sword, Felix?
Of course. I own a great many.
Called out.
But my weapons are stored well away from Tangle Tower. Safety first and all that.
Of course.
But that looks like it might belong to Poppy.
Oh, that was not helpful. Do you have any musical? He's got a horn.
It's a drinking horn.
Is it full of ale? Or mead, maybe?
Right now, it's just full of dust.
Oh.
Oh, gross. That was not helpful. Tell me about... Fuck, I have no idea. Sheet music.
I've never been one for music.
Okay.
Why not ask Poppy instead?
I will do
That's
that.
one of Freya's paintings, is it not? It's impressive, but a little miserable for my tastes.
Tell me about the empty
Does
egg.
Florin normally keep something in here?
She must do, but I admit I've
must
never
do?
managed to work out what.
Why not
must
just
do?
ask her?
I feel like if
that
somebody
English?
keeps something locked away in a ceramic egg, it's because they don't want to be asked about it.
Rules to live by.
I don't know what to talk to this man about. The really
what
thingy,
is it?
maybe?
We don't know. We were really hoping you would.
My friends, shed your hope and let it fall free like sandbags from a hot air balloon.
That's the most depressing idiom I've ever heard.
Goodness me!
That was
Why
it.
would someone lock up a book like that?
We think it's a secret diary.
Aha! Teenagers are funny, aren't they?
Why was that his reaction? Why do I feel like he has a secret diary?
Ah, you found it.
Goodness me.
What do you think, huh? I had to rush the final touches a little bit.
I like the
It
chicken.
turned out all right, though.
What's it supposed to be?
It's Flora, of course, surrounded by all her favorite people. What's this all about? Some kind of rare jewel?
I'm pretty sure the research is about a real insect.
If it's made of gold, then it's made of gold.
Golden goose.
It's unlike her to leave paint on the brush.
I think we'll give her a pass, given the circumstances.
She is dead.
Yes, so we shall. Looks like Freya's paints.
Do you know why the pots are cracked down one side?
No, that's very odd. They're normally in excellent condition.
You seem pretty sure about that.
Everything in that room fucking got cracked.
Flora's quite fond of that old thing. It's in poor shape, though.
Do you know what happened to it?
Can't say I do.
Balls.
Bizarre things, aren't they? Penelope seems rather attached to them.
Do you not feel sorry for them in that little cage?
Come now, I'm sure they could leave if they really wanted to.
The whole point of a cage. Okay.
There's something about the image of Flora in the painting. Something.
Let's ask her about it.
Wait. Or in the painting. Hold up. We didn't ask him about that.
It would have been a beautiful painting. It's rather a shame Freya was unable to finish it.
Nothing about it seems strange to you.
Well, all these modern paintings are slightly strange, aren't they? The emotion of the piece taking over from, say, anatomical accuracy.
What about the knife in Flora's hand?
A knife? That's what you see?
You don't?
Well, as I was saying, Freya's artistic approach distorts certain shapes. Hard to say exactly what we're looking at.
You're not wrong. Okay, so talk to her about the painting. This is gonna go great. We're really gonna get far with this one, guys.
So, this painting, specifically that knife in Flora's hand.
Yeah, it's creepy. But we didn't find a knife
I almost
anywhere
kind of
in
like
the
it
room.
unfinished.
So what's going on?
It's not a knife.
It's not a knife.
I think she agrees.
We need a clue to compare with the
I think.
painting. Something to explain what that knife shape actually is.
I got you. It's a feather.
That kind of makes sense.
No!
That's not it.
You mean no? The trowel?
That kind of makes sense. That kind of makes sense.
Wait, the bird book.
Let's take
There
a
we go.
closer look
There we
at
go.
this.
Painted knife is actually just a feather from a fairy
The
tale.
painted knife
Oh,
is
that's not right.
actually just a feather from a fairy tale. Almost.
Not a fairy tale. Ink
The
dripper.
painted
There we go.
knife
There we
is
go.
actually
We
just
did
a
it!
feather from an ink dip.
We did it, team.
It's definitely the right shape, but the book's not in
We
color.
figured that out like
The thing
first
Flora's
fucking
holding
day.
in the painting is red and white, specifically. Is there anything to suggest that the ink dip bird is red and white too?
Yeah, I got you. Feathers.
That kind of makes
God
sense.
damn it. Oh, the painted model because of the little bird. That's what that is. Okay.
This little thing? I don't understand why Felix would make a model of this bird as part of a gift for Flora. And come to think of it, why would Flora be holding a feather in the painting anyway?
Betrayed Flora, so she ate it? Oh, Lord. Definitely ate it. The ink-dripped bird was her pet, so she kept a single feather to remember it by.
The ink-dipped bird
Aha!
was
First
Flora's
try!
pet, so she kept a single feather to remember it by.
She kept the
Damn!
bird as a pet. And it died?
Maybe it flew away.
I'm a super
Flora
sleuth
spends all
today.
her time staring out the window.
Aw,
By the
she
way,
waiting for the
she
bird to
kept the
come
feather.
back? That's so
I think
sad.
it was pretty important to her.
That's depressing.
All right.
I don't like that.
So she was holding the feather while Freya was painting her. But where is it now? You'd think she'd keep it somewhere close by.
Yeah, I think she does. Normally. This is where Flora usually keeps her feather.
The egg!
But we opened it. It's empty.
Mm-hmm. Completely empty. Flora?
Oh! Oh!
She's pointing at something in the corner of the room.
Well,
It's just a pile of books. They're not... Wait, there's something tucked inside this
Oh.
one.
drawings of Flora and a small bird. There's a handwritten message on the back. These are for you, love Freya X. Aww. He was so BB! Aww. Now what? Can we ask her about it? I'm gonna ask her about it. She's still not gonna say fuck all. But I'm still gonna ask her.
I like these drawings, Flora.
Is there a reason
Small
why
orb.
you wanted us to see them?
Maybe. Just for the sake of completing
what
this
this
list.
is?
Guess not.
Now what? What do I do with this information? Talk to Penny. Oh, of course, the bird master. What the fuck happened to the bird, Penny? That makes sense. Penny, listen.
It's that bird. But these must have been drawn at least a year ago. Oh, how sad.
Unhelpful.
Is that for...
Maybe.
We have
Nobody
no idea.
knows what this thing is for.
I doubt Freya intended it, but the overall effect is a little unsettling.
Don't you think?
It's Flora
You're not
that's
wrong.
the problem. She's an inescapably haunting presence, bless her.
I don't know. I don't know why we're meant to talk to her. That was not helpful. We hear some kind of melody by the main entrance. Oh yeah, the doorbell. Wow, we haven't been to the main entrance in a hot hour. Nice. That's all of them.
That's all 4 melodies, I think.
So, what do we do with them?
Should we go back to the gardens?
Hell yeah. We go play with this frog
Let's try
monster.
this again.
Okay.
You know, I think we might be...
We've got that blobby. That blobby. That blobby. That blobby.
That's gotta be right.
Nothing. Maybe it's broken.
Wait, do you hear that?
Oh shit. Oh shit! Fuck yeah, going in the dragon.
Are we gonna go in?
We're going in.
Yeah,
We're going
but
in!
there's a couple of things I want to do first.
Oh, there's not. Complete suspicion for all suspects. Talk with Sally. The crime scene. What? All suspicions? Fuck. Alright. Who else has a... Hold on. Who else has... Felix and Penny are the only 2 left, actually. What is... No, shit. I was gonna ask her about the real thingy, because I feel like that's important, but that's not what we're here for.
I require facts. What do you know?
Well, we know Freya was stabbed with a knife, and then she fell...
Correction. She was stabbed with something. There was no
It's
knife
true.
found at the crime scene,
Apart from the one in the painting.
which as a mere abstract representation does not count. Nobody has ever been stabbed by the concept of a knife.
Wrong. I was stabbed by the concept of a knife. This
Freya drew these,
Yeah, I think so. There's a note on the back.
but she never showed them to me.
Well, I think it was a gift for your mother, like a private thing between Freya and Flora.
Well, that made her sad. Didn't intend to do that. Who else? Felix.
A wooden carving of my father, made by my father. Although, now that I look at it, I do not understand how he was able to paint the red parts without any red paint.
It's a
It
good
is a
deduction.
model of Freya,
But here's
made
the
by
red
my
paint.
father.
A model of Flora, you mean?
And a man with a beard. And a little red and white creature.
Why would my father make a model of Freya?
That didn't help either.
Fifi, did you test the red paint in this pot?
Yes, I did. I discovered it too was blood, not paint.
A whole pot full of blood?
Not a whole pot. It is only partially full.
Yeah, but still. Doesn't that freak you out?
No. In fact, it may be considered rather reassuring.
In what way is that
The
reassuring?
red paint on the brush is not paint. It is blood. Same for the palette.
So Freya added the blood to the painting herself?
Or blood got on the brush and palette some other way?
I do not know the answer.
Damn, even she doesn't know the answer. We're screwed.
Who is this her to whom the message refers?
Well, I don't know exactly.
Then
A
how
lot of
can
blood
I
in a pot would
meaningfully
look way darker
evaluate
than
this
that. Yeah,
object?
it would turn like a
Next.
brown color.
An item from Poppy's childhood. Her earliest piano lessons hold some special significance for her.
Why's that?
No idea. She has never graced me with the details, and I am not forthcoming enough to ask.
You two are friends, right?
We are, yes.
But
It is clear to me now that Poppy has become tired of my company.
is it
Aww.
anything to do with Freya?
Oh, no. The changes in Poppy's mood have nothing to do with Freya. Her concerns simply lie elsewhere.
With a certain Felix, perhaps?
It is a flower. It reminds me of something, but I cannot say what. The fruit here has a unique chemical makeup. It makes them completely pointless, unless you wish to cut it down and sell it as a precious stone.
It's not edible.
Depends
On what?
on the structural integrity of your teeth.
The
Freya
picture.
is normally highly skilled at capturing someone's likeness, but in this painting, she has accidentally made Flora look quite young.
I think she was just being kind.
Why is that kind? Anyway, I'm far more interested in what Flora is holding. I performed the test on the red paint myself. I discovered that it was in fact not paint, but blood.
What made you want to test it in the first place?
It was Poppy.
How was she
She
painting with
told
blood?
me she thought the painting looked like a bloody knife. I told her not to be ridiculous. My mother owns no such knife. But then I noticed that the color was slightly too dark, and the substance itself was overly viscous.
You
Gross.
noticed that just from looking at it once?
Gross.
Of course.
Thick painting. Thick painting.
What a mess. Penelope should tidy up after herself.
These weren't dropped by Penny. They were dropped by birds, I think.
My argument stands. I am scared of birds.
Why?
It is an irrational fear. I have no suitable explanation.
Oh.
That blade.
It's a troll for gardening.
It is.
Troll? Don't you say that as trowel?
Why did Poppy leave shards of glass all over this statue?
What makes you think it was Poppy?
The statue lives in the music room. Who else would it be? Curious. This belongs to Poppy. In fact, she owns a number of cassette tapes.
What happened to it, though?
It has been left underwater for an extended period of time.
Right.
Oop.
But why?
Somebody
I do
was
not
trying to
know
hide
why.
it. Most likely.
What is your opinion of Tangle Tower?
Oh, it's impressive. Elaborate gardens, unique architecture.
Must be worth a fortune.
Why do you ask, Fifi?
I am the heir of the
Thick
Fellow
painting.
family and the Remington family. This makes me the sole beneficiary of Tangle Tower.
That's
damn.
quite an inheritance.
They
She
can't
doesn't
make you
want
do
it.
anything, Fifi.
She wants nothing to do with it.
If you don't want the house, just tell them. Or just sell it. Who cares?
You sound like her.
Aw, like Freya. Okay, we talked about
There's
literally
something
everything,
about
so.
Felix's painting supplies. Something suspicious.
Let's ask him about it.
Alright, let's go talk to him about it. Just wanted to make sure we covered all the bases, because it keeps having us go back to Fifi, so I was like, you know what, we're talking about everything.
So, about this paint we found in your room.
Nothing suspicious about it. I used it to paint, obviously. Totally normal thing to do.
We never said it was suspicious.
Come on then, out with it.
Outed himself.
What exactly are you accusing me of?
It's not your paint
It's not
pot.
your paint pot. Did you take it from somewhere else?
What on earth? It's definitely mine. I even have proof. Look, the lid matches the ones on all my other paint pots. End of discussion.
That's not the end of the discussion.
We need a clue to compare with Felix's red paint.
Not the end
Something
of the
to
discussion.
prove who it actually belongs to.
Freya's paints. The glass color.
Let's take a closer look at this.
Oh, it's the label. Oh wait. Yeah, Felix's red paint pot. No wait. Freya's yellow paint pot is exactly the same as Felix's red paint pot, but the lids were swapped to hide
Freya's
it.
yellow paint pot
No, that
is
wasn't it.
exactly the same as Felix's red paint pot, but the lids were swapped to hide it. Nope.
You made a lot of noises just then. Stolen and replaced? Yeah, but then it would have to be the other way around, I think. Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced with Felix's red paint pot.
Freya's red
Yeah, there we
paint
go.
pot was stolen and replaced
You're right,
with
Sassy.
Felix's red paint pot, but the lids were swapped to hide it.
That red paint is from Freya's supplies, not yours. Swapping the lids doesn't hide what you did.
Why would he have one full
Why
of
are
blood?
you
That seems
bothering
weird.
me about paint anyway? And none of this is connected to your murder.
Except for the fact that this red paint pot was somehow filled with blood before Freya used it to paint
This red
Flora.
paint pot was somehow filled with blood before Freya used it to paint Flora.
Oh, that's definitely something.
Yeah,
Right.
that's suspicious.
Fine. Here's the story. I was busy working on a project when I suddenly realized I had run out of red paint. There was a certain amount of time pressure, so I politely asked Freya if I could borrow hers. Just for a little while, you know, perfectly reasonable request.
But she said no.
I tried to explain why I needed it, but she didn't seem to care. So, well, I took Freya's red paint pot and swapped it with my own empty one.
You went into her room?
Not my proudest moment, but it's just
But he
paint.
said it was
I
empty.
didn't touch anything else.
And the paint pot you left behind was definitely empty?
Quite. I have absolutely no idea how it got blood in it, if that's what you're asking.
Why were you in such a hurry to get a hold of red paint anyway?
I was trying to finish this in time for Flora's birthday.
Aww.
I needed red to paint the final details.
Could you not have just used a different color?
Out of the question. It had to be red and white.
If you managed to finish it, why haven't you given it to Flora yet?
Well, I decided against it in the end. After what happened, seemed a bit,
Yeah, it might be for the best
insensitive.
to not give her a statue like that.
Let's go over what we know about the crime scene.
Sure, let's do it. That is the last thing on my to-do list, my man. Oh, we have to go all the way back out to the lake for this? All right, secret conversation.
We know a little more about the crime scene now. So, what do you think? Was Freya stabbed by her own painting?
No. Oh boy. Designed to match, used to hide. It's used to paint the red tip of.
Blood from the paint
No.
pot was used to paint the red tip of a feather found outside to resemble a bloody knife. Almost. Maybe just. Blood from the paint pot was used to paint the
Okay.
red tip of the painted ink dip feather to resemble a bloody knife.
I think you're right. Can't decide if I'm disappointed or relieved.
I have a question. Why?
Either it's a very strange coincidence, or somebody set it up.
Somebody deliberately put blood in the paint pot and hid that feather after the crime. Why? To distract us?
Possibly.
Well, it worked.
Possibly.
Flora's
Possibly
the only
worked.
person who could
Definitely
have hidden the
worked.
feather, unless someone took it from her.
Let's go over what we do know. The door was locked the whole time. It stayed locked until Fitz kicked it down. Normally, it can only be opened from the inside. Pointer said he couldn't see Freya from his telescope, but he did see Flora lying by the window.
So whatever got Freya got Flora too?
Except Flora survived. She didn't get a stab wound like Freya did.
Hold on. If there was no knife, then what did stab Freya?
It could be anything. It might not even be important.
How is it not important?
Right now, I'm less interested in the what and more interested in the how.
The angle of Freya's wound suggests she was stabbed at a perfect right angle. That is, from directly in front of her. But she was standing right up by the canvas.
Somehow, Freya ended up lying on her back, still perfectly in line with the painting.
Maybe something went through it.
Through the painting? Wouldn't that leave a hole?
Okay, well, how about this?
Something came down
How
from
do
the
we know
ceiling.
Freya was stabbed before she fell over? Maybe her being stabbed and her falling over are completely unrelated.
Okay, alright. I'm calling it right now. Whatever caused all the things to crack in that room, right? The gramophone, the tape, stuff like that, the paint pots. Whatever caused that caused both Freya and Flora to fall over. And then she was stabbed by something from the room above. Directly down. Yes. Yes. That's what I'm going with. All right, cool. I think we've done our to-do list, which means we get to go into the dragon now. Oh, shit. Just kidding, I lied. Who's left? Penny. We haven't done Penny. We haven't done Okay. Let's just go down the list.
It's probably quite impressive. To a visitor, fresh eyes and all that.
Not to you?
Try living in it for 20 years. The sheen wears off. If it wasn't for my fits, I'd have little reason to stay.
What about inheritance? You're the next oldest pointer after your uncle, aren't you?
Well, thank you very much for phrasing it like that.
so
But no,
offended.
any money left in the Pointer family will pass down directly to Poppy.
Is that fair?
I couldn't care less, to be perfectly honest. Finally! I get to see a detective's case file.
That's a very specific thing to be excited about.
That would be me.
Oh, only last week I asked that miserable Hawkshaw woman if I could see her case notes.
I'm guessing she said no.
Would have been much more polite if she had just said no. Instead, she was quite rude to me.
Of course she
Accused me
was.
of being, what was it? A shallow sensationalist.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Goodness me. Poppy really doesn't take care of her belongings, does she?
It wasn't in Poppy's room. It was in the little pond in the garden.
Exactly! Hardly the place for it.
Oh, she's not wrong.
I'm sure I've read about this creature somewhere. Don't remember anything about him playing the harp, though. Hello. Who penned this juicy little number?
We don't know. It's not signed.
An anonymous letter?
I forgot what that letter even
Classic
says.
clue. How terrible.
You recognize it?
The color scheme. 3 different pinks. Obscene.
She's traumatized.
Oh, that's rather sad. Freya doesn't take very good care of her pains, does she? But then she was always rather bohemian. Had her own priorities.
What does that mean, bohemian?
Gaudy old thing, isn't it? Flora seems very fond of it. I've never understood why. But then I could say the same thing about her husband.
Heyo!
Damn! Jesus.
Delightful. More of
Penny
a
holy.
gemstone than a fruit, isn't it?
Inedible, too, I think.
Yes. At one point, I thought Fitz might be growing them to sell them. But honestly, I think he just likes the way they look. Haven't seen this one in a while. He lives in the music room, doesn't he?
Currently.
Lovely. Somebody taking an interest in extinct animals.
Extinct.
Oh, yes.
Extinct.
The book is very old. Most of the birds in it are long gone.
Well, what about this bird, though? The
Extinct.
ink dip.
This one, well, it was thought to be extinct for a long time. Then one was found here at Tangle Tower.
So it's not extinct.
You misunderstand. It was the last one. The very last.
Oh.
Bummer. Now he's dead.
Not a fan of insects myself. Whose research is this?
We were hoping you might know.
No, can't say I. Freya, perhaps. I know she was always very fond of grubby little things like this.
Noted.
She liked bugs. She had that terrarium in her
That's,
room.
Rather strange now, isn't it?
We found it in your room.
Just lying around, was it?
Nope. You'd hidden it,
forgot that
but
was
we
in her
found
room.
it.
We do that.
Who's the her in the message? And what's the deal with the petals?
It's really none of your business.
I'm about to go show that note to everybody.
Oh, a secret diary.
Welcome back, Sassy.
That's our guess, too.
Excellent.
You haven't missed anything crucial, I don't think.
If I'm not mistaken, that little red and white one is supposed to be a bird of some kind. A bit vain to carve wooden figurines of oneself, isn't it?
You are not wrong.
Freya was very talented, even at that age.
Do you know how old this photo is?
Not sure. Must be a couple of years at least. Sometime before Fiona settled on her current style. I don't know what that is.
I almost missed that. Oh, that the bird was last of his kind.
Looks a little
Yeah, that's
simple for
that's
Poppy,
it, though.
doesn't
That's
it?
all we've gotten.
Thought she was a grade 12 or something.
I didn't know there were that many grades.
I'm sure they invented some new ones just for her. Is
Oops.
that
We've already done that
We
one.
have no idea.
Okay, we've done everything. All right. What's the
There's
suspicion?
something about those petals we found in Penny
Ah.
something.
Let's ask her about it.
Oh man, I don't know about this one.
So, yeah. We found
more.
this.
Oh, that's nothing.
You wrote, "Now I'll get her," on a piece of paper and hid it in your room. That's not nothing.
Actually, it's not the message I wanted to ask about. It's those red flower petals.
The petals.
From Red Roses?
They're from red roses. And there's only one place in Tangle Tower with red roses.
We need a clue. Something that shows the roses and who they belong to.
Oh. Yeah, that'll do it.
It's a drawing of Fitz and Poppy in the
That'll
rooftop
do
garden. See what Fitz is holding?
Yikes.
I can't imagine what you're getting at, but it doesn't matter. I couldn't have taken anything from the rooftop garden. It's only accessible from Fitz's room or Poppy's room. How could I have taken something from a garden to which I have no access?
Is it really only accessible from those 2 bedrooms?
For most people, it would
She...
be. But don't forget, Penny's the resident ornithologist.
My dear.
That's what the colored feathers
what
are about.
Are you accusing me of?
Oh boy, I'm accusing you of, like, using your birds to do shit. Okay. One of Penny's birds. Yeah, it was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz. To steal evidence because they were planning a murder to steal money to distract them. I don't...
One of Penny's birds
No?
was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz and distract them. Almost. Maybe just... One of Penny's
Steal
birds
evidence
was used
from.
to spy on Poppy and Fitz and steal evidence from them. We know those two have been spending time together in the rooftop garden. I'm guessing you got paranoid. Wanted to know what they were up to.
I'm just not the jealous type. I would never suspect Fitz of anything like that. Besides,
It's okay,
Tabitha
girl, I
hardly
suspect
ever
him too.
leaves her cage. She's certainly never flown up to the rooftop garden.
We
Your
need a
colored
clue to compare with
feathers
Penny's birds.
say
Something
differently.
to prove one of them has been in the rooftop garden.
I got you.
Let's take a closer look at these.
Oops. Which one do they match? Was left behind by... Yes. Yep,
This
that
yellow
tracks.
feather was left behind by Penny's yellow bird when it visited the rooftop garden.
Got you now.
Can't stand it! Knowing the 2 of them are hidden away up there in their private little garden.
It would.
Couldn't risk spying on them myself.
it
so
would
I
probably
asked
make me
dear
uncomfortable,
Tabitha
too.
to do it for me. I knew she'd be able to bring me back some evidence.
Sorry, Penny, but are you not overreacting a little?
You don't understand. Fitz is slipping away from me. He's so quiet with me these days. But being with Poppy seems to bring him out of his shell. I don't know what he sees in her miserable little...
Tell me how you really feel,
I
Penny.
apologize. This really isn't your burden to bear.
Are we done?
For
I
now,
think so.
it's about time we found out what's...
Let's go beneath the guard into the dragon. Into the dragon's belly. Oh, I'm so excited.
Where do you think it goes?
Down.
Go down then. Oh, fuck yeah. Secret dungeon chambers. Oh. Underneath Tangle Tower. It's getting real, guys. Holy, I didn't expect it to get this real. Jesus.
It's so dark. I can barely tell what I'm looking at.
Oh, some sort of experiment is what fucked up upstairs.
It
Because all
looks
these are
like they're
cracked
being
too.
boiled, but the liquid is ice cold. A cracked glass tank with 9 little rooms. Each one has 1 or 2 insects inside. I can't tell if they're still alive.
I like that you called them rooms.
It looks like they're being the
Okay,
liquid. is
same
ice.
thing.
Bugs.
Looks like they're made of metal.
What is this
it
about?
locked?
Seems likely, doesn't it?
Oh,
Weird looking safe.
I'm pretty sure the latches can slide into the middle.
quite. Oh boy, this is gonna get complicated. Can't be that one, can't be that one. It doesn't reach far enough for it to be the other one. Can't start with that one. Can't start with that one. It's gotta be this one. This one really needs to go from there. Oh boy, this gets messy. Oh, maybe. Oh, but not quite. Oh no, because that blocks that one. Oh, it's gotta be that one. And if I do this one next, oh no, it always goes under. It won't go on top. Shoot. This is so complicated. Holy Manoli. Oh man.
Reset the puzzle?
I'm Googling this one. This one is gonna fuck me up. This one is crazy. Wait. I have a picture. Okay, so we're right with the blue one. We're almost right with this one. It actually needs to go there. We got a straight. Then we need this blue. This pink. There we go. Jeez. Oh, wait. No, this one's not quite right. There we go. There we go. Man.
I got it.
That hurts. More complicated than Avril in 2003. You're not wrong. You should not be impressed because I literally cheated, but
Anything
yes, be
bad?
impressed by me,
Yeah.
Sally.
More research.
Okay. A folder containing research with notes and diagrams. 1. Our unique flora and fauna is the byproduct of a number of as yet unidentified chemicals. 2. These chemicals are continually present in the water, forming clouds and filling the lake. This causes a variety of mutations in plants and animals. 3. Similar creatures such as arachnids, insects, mollusks, amphibians, and crustaceans are the most affected. However, the chemicals may travel up the food chain and cause mutations in birds and reptiles. As far as we know, mammals remain completely unaffected. So this is where the beetle stuff came from. I want to talk about this
It's a
trapdoor.
hatch.
But we're already in the basement.
Depends
We
on your
must go
perspective.
deeper.
Let's not go down just yet. We still haven't explored this room properly.
Oh,
Is
fine.
that a lab coat?
Warning, hand wash only. Size, small.
Somebody's growing weed down here.
Rows of plants, growing in wide wooden boxes.
I feel like this is everybody's
color is the
laboratory.
soil?
A little bit of
It
everybody.
looks black, but it's too dark to tell.
Forensic Entomology, Volume 3.
That's an incredibly specific area of study.
It really is.
It's so dark, I can barely tell what I'm looking at. A glass tank? It's full of plants.
There's a layer of condensation on the inside.
What's in there?
Bugs. Bugs!
9 beetles. All different, all dead.
Poor little guys.
Ooh, I like this dude down here.
There's a bunch of notes written all around them. It's mostly numbers. No idea what they mean.
I wonder if this is where Fitz's
9
bug
beetles.
table comes
Little
in.
guy.
There's a bunch of notes, mostly numbers.
Whose research is this?
I think it's Fitz's.
This is some seriously in-depth research.
It's impressive, but it's incomplete. There's a
Not bugs.
section missing.
Bugs. Bugs. Oof. Perfection.
So, this is Pointer's secret lab.
Definitely seems like he's the one using it.
I guess not a lot of people know about
I
the
don't
secret
know.
entrance.
Right.
Yes, bug
But
snacks.
if Pointer's the only one who comes down here, why would he need to lock his research in a safe?
I don't know.
Who's he hiding it from?
He's just paranoid, especially about his golden beetle.
What do you think he's trying to do exactly?
Happy. Happy has entered the building. Alright, Pointer has been trying to breed the golden beetle in the underground
Pointer
laboratory.
has been trying to breed the golden beetle in the underground laboratory.
Why? Because it's rare?
Because it's gold?
Is that it?
I think so. I don't think he cares about entomology any more than he cares about astronomy. He just wants to get one over on Felix.
Or he just wants
If he
that
can breed his own
money.
gold, suddenly Poppy's inheritance is looking pretty,
Infinite. Might explain why he was so worried about losing the beetle. Maybe somebody did steal it.
might have been Freya after all. We know she was trying to get through the secret door in the garden.
She might not have known what was down here, though. Maybe she was just curious.
Curious, sure, but not naive. I reckon she knew what was going on.
I think we're still missing the bigger picture. There's no way this is all just about a beetle. We're done.
Ready to go down? Again?
Let's go. Again. Further down. Lowest level. Are we sure this time? Are we positive? Hey, this
We're
looks
too late.
stabby.
This photograph has been stabbed.
No.
By what?
Not sure. Some kind of metal stabbing thingy.
Well, what do you know? It looks like it was attached to that one thing. Sleek metal rod has been stabbed into a photograph. The rod is curved with pointed tip like an arrow or the hand of a clock. There's a small loop at the back with a short length of red rope connected to it. The metal fits. Okay.
So what's the photo?
Oh shit, that's that dude who we don't know who. Oh, okay, so it must be Flora's dad. There's also lots of those birds. It said that she went through a tragedy, so maybe it was losing her dad? Hey, Paladin, welcome. Hello, hello. How did we go from murder mystery to Bruce Lee movie? With grappling hooks. It's been framed. It's slightly damp. The photograph shows a young girl, a man sitting next to her. Around them are several white and red birds. Metal object's been stabbed into the photo, leaving a hole in the man's chest.
Do you know who it is in the photo? This man in the photo. He reminds me of something from one of our
I'm
clues.
doing well, Paladin. How are you? This one.
Felix made a little model of him for Flora.
Yeah, it makes sense when you know who he is.
Oh god, I don't remember the family tree. It's Flora Fellow, so it'd be Lord Fellow.
Fellow.
Really?
Wait, no, hang on.
Felix made a little model of him.
Yeah,
Shit.
makes sense when you know who
Remington?
Lord Remington.
Remington. That makes him
There we
Flora's
go.
father.
Remington. He was a Remington. My bad.
Meaning the girl in the photo is...
Yeah, it's her. See the bird, too.
I never would have guessed. Times sure do change.
I don't know. I don't think she looks so different.
She really doesn't. Just a little bit bigger is all.
A single book on a little makeshift table.
What is in the book?
This is creeping me out slightly.
Why?
I think it's a children's book.
Oh. Oh, interesting. Vistas of the Sea and Sky, a children's book. It looks very old. The Ink Dip, an elegant bird with red and white plumage. The Silver Snake, an aquatic reptile with no eyes and a long tongue. The Soul Bearer, a crab with 3 different sized claws. And the Amphobe, a frog-like creature walking on 2 legs. Okay, so that's all the statues. And we know about that bird. We don't know about the other 2. Some fairy tale shit, though.
It's an old coat rack. Looks thoroughly neglected.
A truly garbage day.
2 cloaks and a green hat draped on top for good measure.
I do enjoy a good garbage day. Why is there a window when we're underground?
Basements
Now
don't
that I'm thinking
normally
about it.
have windows.
Hey, Julie, welcome. Hello, hello.
We're at the bottom of the lake. We must be.
Right, but if that's the lake bed, why does it look like that?
Like what?
White, smooth, no plants, no anything. That's not what a lake looks like.
Where are we?
Where the dicks are we? Where are we?
Did you notice how much
So
light this
mysterious.
room has? For a room with 1 candle?
It's all coming through the window.
This is so suspicious.
I'm pretty sure lakes are supposed to be darker at the bottom, not lighter.
Why is there a room down here anyway? And why is it so much older than the rest of Tangle Tower?
We still don't really know why people came to live here in the first place.
Maybe they just wanted to get rich, like Pointer with his beetles.
Lake
I
didn't
feel
used to
like
be
the
here?
Remingtons came here for the lake, for what was in it.
It's empty though. More empty than a normal lake would be.
It is now, yeah. Maybe we're too late.
This is suspicious.
There's a roll of paper up there.
I'll see if I can reach it.
Let me guess. Blank.
Oh. Oh. Oh, Misted Mansion. So there's been considerable add-ons. So yeah, there didn't used to be a lake. Or at least the lake level was down here. Now it's all the way up there. Interesting.
So, the whole house is built on top of some kind of platform.
Apparently.
Stressful day. We're dog sitting for my sister this week, and keeping him away from Minnie has been a whole thing. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, if you have a dog that's not used to cats, ooh, yeah, that's a chore. I am so sorry. I hope Minnie is okay and not too stressed out. Oh, wait a minute.
Study. Wait.
I know what you're thinking.
We haven't been in there.
And no, we never went in there.
How did we miss it?
Because it was covered by the family tapestry.
This seems pretty significant.
Agreed.
Building plans. A roll of parchment on which plans for the grand mansion have been drawn. A horizontal line marks where the lake was before. A second horizontal line shows where it is now. The mansion was built on top of a large structure above the lake, supported by pillars. Freya's room is listed as storage. Room labeled study in the center. We need to go touch it.
Grand Hall.
We need to go touch it.
Find that last room.
Let's go. We just bust right in. Don't even have to search for it. Oh,
Whoa, it's dark all of a sudden.
How
It
long
got
were we
spoopy,
down
guys.
there?
it got really spoopy. I don't like this. Everybody's gone. Everybody's dead.
This must be it. This thing goes all the way up.
Guys, it's an aquarium
How are
elevator.
we supposed to get up there?
Hang on, it's pitch black, but I think there's a switch.
Pull it. Yeah, boy. We
A
pulled it.
ladder.
Want to go up?
Hell yeah, I want to go up. Uh-oh. Hidden? The hidden heart. Oh boy. Oh boy. What in the world? There's so much going on here. Wait, this is like a narwhal fish. Okay. All right. Where to start? I want to talk about the missing pickaxe.
An axe and some kind of hunting rifle mounted on the wall.
Honestly, doesn't look like they've been moved in a few years.
I'm more worried about the third one.
The third one?
The one that isn't there.
Me too. Let's talk
It's
about
a
this.
wooden pinboard, hung up on one of the chains.
Looks like there's a couple of things missing from it.
Let's just investigate. Oh shit. These are Freya's drawings.
It's a wooden
Hold
hung
up.
up.
Looks like there's a couple of things missing from it.
Oh man, we have clues part 2 now. This drawing right here is the one taken off this board. Okay.
Who are all the people in this photo?
I love the art style in this game so much. Everything looks so chunky and the colors are so nice. I agree. I like it a lot too.
But it looks like someone didn't like them very much. Their eyes have all been crossed out.
Oof. Huh, okay. It looks kind of like Fifi and Poppy. And Felix and Flora's father and another old man. The ambassadors of Misted Mansion. Photograph in a sturdy wooden frame. It's dusty and looks several years old. The brass plaque at the base of the frame reads, "The Ambassadors of Misted Mansion." Photo shows 2 women and 3 men wearing a variety of different styles of clothing. All 5 of them have their faces crudely covered in black ink.
That photo is important. I'm sure of it.
Dragon?
Snake?
Worm?
That's the one.
Question mark?
Another
5
photograph.
people.
Their faces are all crossed out with some kind of black ink.
That's weird.
Oh, you think so?
No, I mean, something I just realized. Sally, did we meet any of these people here at
No.
Tangle Tower?
They're all dead.
Well, the woman on the left looks a little like Poppy,
Yeah.
but her style is way different. And at first I thought the guy on the top right was Felix, but now that I look at it, I don't think it is him.
Great ancestors.
Coffee table, half-empty wine bottle, lamp left on. I'm gonna say someone's been using this room.
But are they like still here?
Someone complacent enough to leave their notebook lying around.
Let us investigate it. Oh, no. 5th ambassador located, finally. Can't say I harbored any optimism, but still somehow disappointed. No better than the rest of them. Took the misted friend into the music room for experiments. It worked, perhaps too well. The laboratory was another disappointment. All that effort for what? He's even more short-sighted than I could have guessed. Went to the bottom, nice view. It's been mostly cleaned out, but I have what I need. She got in, she was careful, nothing was moved, but I know, it's time. I quickly want to go through the diary again. It's back in the flesh this time. Was it me? Did I let it out? Maybe I should rip up that painting. Soul Bearer works. Impressive little thing. I have 2 now. Need 2 more. Found my way into the middle. Surprisingly simple compared to the harp. I saw them. All 5 eyes blacked out. So that's talking about the painting we just saw. Despite everything, I still have a promise to keep. I'll do my best she could do with a little company. Soul Bearer was the name of this crab thing. That was the Soul Bearer. So Soul Bearer works. Impressive little thing. I have 2 now. Need 2 more. It's back in the flesh this time. Was it me? Did I let it out? Maybe I should rip up that painting.
Is that a crab?
It's got a translucent exoskeleton. You can actually see its
That's
insides.
the Soul Bearer.
Also, crabs normally have 2 claws, right? Not 3? Good.
Grimoire, don't you think it looks familiar?
Limbs of the creature can be rotated.
This crab really reminds...
That little wooden...
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to help us. I think I've seen it more recently.
Hold up. Hold on. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I know what you're talking about, but I'm gonna need some references. Okay, we gotta pose it like this picture. Hold on, I'm taking a screenshot of this. Clues Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Yes, correct. Okay. I like the previous game's art a bit more, but this one looks nice too.
It's
Also, crap.
I think this one just looks a little bit more polished from last time. Okay, like right about there. And then there, and then open. And then there, and then open. And then there and closed. No, stop. Okay, it really only does the 2 positions.
Perfect.
Nailed it. Aw, yeah. Oh, that's the missing
What's
thing.
this?
It's a crossbow. That's what was used to fire that
something
dart.
somebody didn't want us to find.
Oh, shit. We just found the murder weapon, y'all.
What is it?
Guys.
Was someone trying to hide it? From us?
I don't know, but it looks incomplete to me. I want to know what happened to the rest of it. Where
I
are
got
the other
it.
parts?
I got you. We found them already. I can assemble it. Metal rod. Locked and loaded. Real thingy. Strapped in. Oh, fuck, I didn't have a small lens? Oh shit, it's the sight. Oh shit, it's the sight. Oh shit,
do
it's
you
the
make of it?
sight.
Not sure.
Hawkshaw's
Let's
such a
keep an
fucking
open
liar.
mind.
You don't think the crossbow is the murder weapon?
Oh no,
Oh, it's
the crossbow is definitely the murder weapon. But that
It's
doesn't
definitely.
mean we've solved the mystery.
Why did Hawkshaw have a piece of that and why'd she lie about it? Murder
Incendiary built into the
weapon.
wall.
Yes.
It's still pretty hot.
Is there anything left inside?
It's mostly ashes, but yeah, there's something.
Oh? Oh my god. The burb. Nothing more than a pile of dust and ash. Among the ashes are several black buttons. Red-colored scraps of fabric are still visible. And a feather. They better not have. They better not have burnt that fucking bird alive. I will lose my bananas.
This room is in the original building plans for the mansion, but nowadays it's some big secret?
It's not a secret to everybody. At least one other person still knows about this room.
The way the notebook was left out on the table
More than one,
makes
I would
me
say.
think it's someone who has the room all to themselves.
Whoever it was, they left more than just the notebook. There's a whole design project on this pinboard.
It was
Feels like someone
Freya's
put quite
room.
a bit of effort into it.
It's a shame there are things missing from it. I'm betting it'd make more sense if we could see it all together.
That might not be impossible, you know.
I got this. Done. This one I'm not so sure about, but probably this. Also done. Nice.
The painting from Freya's room and those sketches. Did Freya design Detective Hawkshaw's clothes? What kind of sense does that make?
I don't think that's why Freya made that painting.
She said maybe I should destroy the painting.
But
She's
it
talking
may
about
have been
that
why
painting.
somebody took a photo of it to use as reference. And as for those sketches of Hawkshaw, I don't think Freya actually drew them. It was somebody else.
Hawkshaw's a
Someone with
robot.
less of a talent for art.
Doesn't exactly narrow
Hawkshaw's
it
a robot.
down. Should
calling
we go ask Detective Hawkshaw about all this?
I'm not sure. I still don't know what's really going on.
I think Hawkshaw's a robot. I'm almost 10,000% positive. The murder! Perfect. We've done it.
Time to solve this.
Oh god, we think we have the clues?
All right, break out the notebook. Time to put it all together.
Let's start
Okay.
with this. It's an arrow for the crossbow, and it matches Freya's wound. It's
Correct.
the murder weapon. I'm
Correct.
sure of it.
Despite the fact it doesn't have any blood on it, and it wasn't found anywhere near the crime scene.
Mm-hmm. It was cleaned, then it was hidden. I don't think anybody expected us to get down to that room at the bottom of the lake.
Yeah, probably not. I've been sleuthing so hard.
Freya was shot by a crossbow. Where was it fired from?
From above.
It was fired from above Freya.
Above, huh?
Yeah, our diagram doesn't show everything. Let's add in the rest of the crime scene.
Dun
The
dun
attic.
dun.
Perfect hiding place. We even found a part of the murder weapon up there. The reel was used to pull the arrow back up through the crack in the floorboards.
Explains why we never found a weapon at the crime scene, I guess.
The
Yep.
murderer must have dropped the reel in the attic. I'm guessing they were in a hurry to escape.
Wait. The arrow was fired through the crack in the floorboards?
Yeah, it's directly above where Freya was found lying on her back.
Nope. Doesn't add up. It would have missed her if she was still standing up by the painting.
Ah, right.
Unless
She wasn't. She was on the ground, just like Flora was on the ground.
Freya was already lying on her back.
Some sort of
before the
electrical
arrow was
pulse went
fired.
through this room.
I think so too.
She had fallen
She'd
unconscious.
fallen unconscious.
Something in the room caused Freya to fall unconscious.
The
The
gramophone.
gramophone.
Right.
But the gramophone by itself can't do that.
It was something in the gramophone.
There was something in the gramophone.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Something small.
The beetle? Question mark.
Pointer's research says it can emit an incredibly loud hiss when it feels threatened. Poppy and Fitz both said they heard a loud noise around the time of the murder.
Aha!
Neither of them had
Ooh.
any idea what it was.
This seems a
That's my
little
only guess.
far-fetched. Is it really loud enough to knock someone out?
No, I don't think so. Not by itself. But
In the
don't
gramophone,
forget,
though.
it was being amplified by the shape of the gramophone. Now, I don't think we're purely talking about volume either. It might just be a particular type of frequency.
This is getting kinda scientific. Since when do you
getting
know
a little
anything about the
ridiculous.
effects
I did
of
not expect a
weaponized audio
bug
frequency?
I
To
don't.
be involved.
But I think someone else does. Do you remember that statue we found in the music room? The hornet's playing. It's a pretty similar shape to the one on the gramophone. That broken glass
correct.
isn't there on accident. This is someone's science experiment.
Thinking about it, Pointer said he saw Flora was knocked out too. I guess they were both in range of the noise, although Pointer might have been lying.
Personally, I think he was telling the truth about that. It's pretty clear a powerful frequency did pass through Flora's tower. Caused quite a bit of damage too. Those cracks didn't appear out of nowhere. Freya's paints, the pink cassette tape, and the gramophone itself, they all sustained similar damage while they were in that room.
That's some seriously powerful vibration.
All right, I'll
enough
take
to
it.
crack metal.
Definitely
Enough
thought it
to
was
knock
electrical
someone
in nature,
out all
but
the way across a
I'll take a
room.
frequency.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't get. If the frequency was so powerful and had such a big range, how did the murderer pull it off? Wouldn't they have been in range too? Think about
Earmuffs.
it. They can't have been much further away from the gramophone than Flora was.
The earmuffs
They protected themselves.
that were in the garden.
These are some pretty heavy-duty earmuffs. I think they'd be enough to block out the sound.
Right.
Yes.
Let's go over everything from the start. 1. Freya is painting Flora's portrait. They're listening to music on the gramophone.
2. The murderer is hiding in the attic, wearing earmuffs.
3. The golden beetle starts to emit its hissing noise.
Hold on. How did it know?
The beetle?
Yeah, what triggered it at that particular moment? Pointer's research said it makes the noise when it feels threatened.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know about that
Maybe
one.
something in the music?
Maybe.
4. Freya and Flora are both knocked unconscious by the vibrations. Freya lands on her back. She drops the brush and palette by her side.
5. The murderer fires the crossbow directly downwards.
6. The arrow is pulled back up on the reel.
7. The murderer leaves the attic. Presumably.
8. The door is kicked down. Fitz and Poppy enter the room.
That's it.
Based on the testimony that they gave, it could only be Hawkshaw. I've already forgotten his name. Felix or Fifi,
There's something bothering
I think.
What?
me. I just want to check something. Let's go back to the crime scene.
Ooh, got spooky. Oh, it's real spooky. I don't like this. Oh, no. What am I doing here? Why is it so spooky?
The answer is in the painting. I'm sure of it.
As long as it's not Fitz, sweet garden boy. I don't know. He's kind of in the running too. I don't know. I don't know what I'm here for.
I can see the stars. The plant. It's in the book.
What?
Look.
Oh, it is. They eat the seeds of the plant.
I can see the stars.
There's a plant that's missing.
I can see the stars.
Nobody seems to care about that. Okay. Nope. Really don't know what I'm supposed to be getting out of this one.
I can see the stars.
She can see the stars, guys.
It's dark.
Just in case you were curious.
It's dark.
What is she trying to get?
We know a little more about the crime. So,
what do you
was
think?
Freya stabbed? It's dark.
Lord help me. What am I meant to be doing here? Take a second look at clues in Flora's tower. Okay. All right.
It's dark.
How many times are we going to hear that before we figure out what we're supposed to be doing? Any guesses?
I can see the stars.
How many times are we going to hear about stars and the fact that it's dark?
I can see the stars.
The answer is in the painting. I'm sure of it.
All right, I'm Googling it. Oops. Yeah, I don't think a watch through is what I want. Yes, but what is the status of the star visibility? Julie, good question. Let me check. Let me check on that.
I can see the stars.
We can see them. We can see them. Yes. Does this walkthrough not go all the way to the end? I don't think it does. Oops. Oh, good. I think you were on the money with the plant missing. It won't like...
The answer is in the painting.
It won't
I'm
like
sure
let
of
me... It lets me do this. But like, there's no... He's not investigating it. He's not seeing what I'm seeing. Oopsie. Too far. What do we think? Are we on like page 5 of this wiki? Maybe? No, we're probably a little bit further than 5. Whee! We did that. We did that. We did that thing. Oh man, we're on 6. We're on the last page, boys. We're finishing this game today. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Freya, did you leave us a clue?
Okay. Maybe that's what we needed to do? No. Lies. Lies! Okay, hold on. It says... I am right about the plant, but I don't know how to get these people to acknowledge my plant things. Look at my plant knowledge. Says for the next question, answer, it's the unfinished painting. But we're not in question mode. How do we get into question mode? Oh, there. Oh, there. She got it. There we go. There's question mode. We got question mode. Okay.
So what's bothering you?
Something that's not here.
Should not have been that
The
hard.
thing we didn't find. We know she was holding it during the painting.
Flora's ink-dip feather?
It was here. In this room. Where'd it go?
Jesus, I'm just so angry about it. You never found it?
You sure about that?
Not entirely. Flora's ink-dip feather?
It was here. In this room.
We never found
Where'd
it?
it go?
You found it somewhere else.
We did? We did? We did? Oh. We did.
We were a little too late to save it.
So it was stolen from the
So they're
crime scene.
trying to burn
and
evidence.
ended up in
Not
the
burn a bird.
incinerator
Thank
down
God.
in the study.
Someone wanted to destroy it, I guess.
But how? How was it stolen from up here in Flora's tower?
Presumably, Flora dropped it when she fell unconscious.
Yeah, and then what? The murderer couldn't have stolen it if they were up in the attic.
So the question is...
Julie, it's looking more and more
how
like...
could they steal
like
something
Fitz.
from a room they weren't able to access? The final clue about the crime scene. Freya left it for us right here.
It's in the unfinished painting.
It's not quite a photo, but still, it's an image of the crime scene recorded just before the murder. If only she'd finished it, then I could be told.
Frame
for sure.
someone else.
It's true she never finished it, but she did intend to finish it.
Meaning?
We know more about the painting than what Freya actually got down on the canvas.
We do? How did Freya show us her intentions for the painting? Oh, with her colors.
Freya prepared all the colors she was going to need before she started painting.
Okay, I only know what I'm doing because I cheated. Freya was going to... The yellow paint was going to be used to paint this sketch of something sitting in the window.
Yellow paint was going to be used to paint the sketch of something sitting in the window.
Something in the window. Oh.
It's a plant. It's a plant.
That's not it.
No? What else would it be? Something yellow in the window of Flora's tower. Something yellow. Something yellow. No? I mean, like, there's a lot of yellow things going on, but, another bird? Oh, you think it was the bird spying? It must have been the bird spying. Yep. It was the little spying bird!
There she is. Our little thief.
How long has it been there? Did it hear the whole conversation?
She did,
Oh, shit!
but she's a very good listener.
Man, I knew Hawkshaw was shady as shit.
Well now, I think this has quite served its purpose, don't you?
Holy shit! I was not
Why
expecting.
did you...
It's Penelope, if you don't mind. But
Hold on.
before we begin, isn't there a certain formality demanding our attention?
Hold on, I need to take a minute. So Penelope is the one behind this. I didn't see this. I didn't see this at all for some reason. Penelope dressed as Hawkshaw. She has a dopey eye for some reason. Oh, it must just be the makeup to pretend to be Hawkshaw. Got it. Okay, and she's trained her birds to do shit, right? We already know she was using a... Oh, what amazing timing. Paladin, yes! That is the right moment for that. 100%. Thank you for the sound biddies. She's trained her birds to do spying and shit. Whew. Okay. Tie her hands, leave her untied. Wasn't expecting to have this kind of choice. Leave her
I'm
untied.
afraid I have to insist. It's to the benefit of us all, I assure you.
Wait. Find something sturdy to hide her hands with.
Lovely. Now, tell me, what was it that drove you this far? I'm ever so curious.
Justice for Freya?
For Freya.
Justice.
Is that right? Interesting.
I don't think
Why did
Hawkshaw
you
was
do
ever
it,
really a
Penny?
person, Julie.
What did Freya do to you?
Absolutely nothing.
So, what? You just hated her indiscriminately?
Freya Fellow was an inspiration to us all. She was possessed of a great energy. The volition to create something from nothing. The willpower to walk beyond her boundaries. She was truly free. Everything I couldn't be.
You know what?
It's true, Julie.
I just realized I actually have no idea who Penelope Pointer really is.
Hey, Casper, welcome. She wanted, yeah, she wanted to be tied up. I guess because we'd figured it out and she was busted. She wanted to be arrested. I don't know. I have no idea.
Weird, isn't it? Considering we've met her, what is it, 3 times now?
Exactly. How do we know this one isn't a disguise too?
You think you've already hollowed us out, don't you? Only a few short hours at Tangle Tower, and you feel like you've got everyone sussed.
Oh! She used the word. I'm gonna need her to fix her makeup because it is very distracting for her to have uneven eyeballs.
Unearthed every single one of our secrets. Nothing but bullet points for your notebook. Go on, indulge me. What does it say in your notes about Penelope Pointer?
She's lonely. She's a mystery. She's a murderer. Man, I don't know. Lonely, probably. She doesn't really have anybody. She's not friends with anybody. She had Fitz, but he was like drifting away from her, she said, and we definitely saw that happen. Lonely.
I suppose I can't argue with that, can I?
Penny, we only know what you choose to tell us, so why not help us out?
Very well. Penelope Pointer is actually not very important at all. She pales in comparison to those who came before her and to those that came after. Living at Tangle Tower, it is very difficult to attain the levels of self-realization you probably take for granted.
You sure this is a Tangle Tower thing and not a you thing?
Perhaps you didn't notice. Not one of them is happy. Not one.
Well, can't argue
So
there.
why stay? Why not just leave?
I thought she did leave. Penny, you said you traveled, didn't you?
I did. Many times I've walked away. It did not help me. You saw the family tree hanging in the grand hall, did you not?
Yeah, it lists a bunch of people who don't live here anymore.
A bunch of people who don't live here anymore. I couldn't have put it better myself. My mother, for one. My father, too. The other 2 Remingtons. Poppy's mother, Primrose. And her brother, Richard.
And Fitz's father.
That's 5. 5 people that might have lived here, but don't.
And that was the first question I wanted answered.
You wanted to know where they'd all gone?
More than that, I wanted to know if I belonged with them. I have no place here. Not among the Fellows, the Remingtons, or the Pointers. But I felt there must be a reason why everyone else left. Some common purpose they all shared. Perhaps it could be my purpose too.
So, what did you
So
actually
you
do
murdered
about
people?
Nothing I could do at first. Nobody would tell me anything. The more questions I asked, the fewer answers I got. Then, I found it. I was 19. Same age Freya is now.
Found what?
Is. You said is.
it? The study, the one hidden in the middle of the house. It's right next to a bedroom.
I'd hear voices at night. Deep ones. And the strangest thing, the wall behind my bed would get incredibly hot. For hours on end.
The
Paint
incinerator.
would peel. Wallpaper wouldn't stay up. I thought I was cursed. I thought it was something trying to break through. Eventually, I couldn't take it anymore. I found my way in the same way you did. Once you know it's there, it's simple.
So, you got into the study and found the incinerator. That must have been a relief, right?
It was still warm when I found it. Then, I looked inside.
So who else is using this
Let's
shit?
see how thorough you've been.
Oh boy.
Tell me, do you know what a misted is?
Misted?
It was written on the picture of those 5 people. Sure, yeah.
Mistids?
Yeah.
Sure,
Mhm.
yeah.
You're more observant than I thought.
Sorry, what are we talking about?
Oh my god,
It's a
Grimoire.
collective term from before my time. Birds, insects, amphibians, anything living off the lake water. The mutation
Oh.
can take several generations, or it can
Never mind,
happen
I was
overnight.
Completely wrong.
Wait, mistids, like cryptids, like Bigfoot or whatever.
Yeah,
A
mystical
little
things.
egregious, isn't it? I suspect that was an intentional parallel. The main difference being mistids are perfectly real. They're just kept secret. Or at least, that was the original plan. As it happened, some got out. Quite a few got out.
How do you know all this?
When I entered the study at 19, I found a single object that rather changed my life. Something which answered my questions while at once creating all new ones.
I'm assuming this one. Or this. That wasn't in there. This one. The Misted. Ambassadors of Misted Mansion.
The 5 missing family members
Yeah.
standing together as a single unit, calling themselves the Ambassadors of Misted Mansion.
So, the house was renamed from Misted Mansion to Tangle Tower?
And rightly so. The age of Misted Mansion is long past. When I looked inside the incinerator on my first visit to the study, I found nothing but ash. The afterimage of a bygone era denied to me in its entirety. The study, the room at the bottom of the lake itself, all empty shells. I felt my only hope lay with the ambassadors. If I could find them, maybe they'd share the family history that Flora and the others were trying so hard to forget.
How did you track them down?
It was tough. They'd taken almost everything. Books, maps, charts, the creatures themselves, all lost, taken away or destroyed. But I got lucky. I got a lead. I found one, and he led me to the rest.
And? What happened? Why'd you paint out all their faces?
They didn't help you either, did they?
19-year-old me had imagined they'd all left with a mission, a unified purpose, but they hadn't. They were, in fact, every bit as fractured as the people that still live here. Most of them had left tracking escaped mystids. Some claimed to be researchers, others little more than hunters. All 5 completely useless to me.
Even your own parents?
Eventually, I
That's a yes.
returned to Tangle Tower. I had nowhere else to go. Considered giving up. But instead, I made a decision. There was only one person at Tangle Tower still of interest to me. My dear Uncle Pointer had suddenly made a show of taking up astronomy. A fairly superficial charade. I don't think many people were fooled by it. But I knew it wasn't just a falsehood. It was a mask. Pointer had found something from the era of Misted Mansion.
The beetle.
So, where did he get the beetle?
I cannot be sure, but I theorize that he received it in the post.
In the post?
In the post?
From who?
Who can say? Someone outside Tangle Tower. But the thought that he would be in contact with such a person, all that time, I decided to take what was owed to me.
So you stole it.
Stealing the beetle turned out to be only the first step. Upon realizing it was gone, Pointer made little effort to disguise his frustration. I asked what was bothering him. He foresaw no risk in sharing a little of the truth with his niece. He told me he'd lost a rare treasure, something he'd been keeping safe. I suggested, innocently, that perhaps it was not lost. Perhaps it had been stolen. He was very ready to believe he'd been the victim of theft. When I offered to call in a private detective, he jumped on the idea. She arrived the next day. Hawkshaw prides herself on her punctuality, as you know.
Why, though? Why go through all that? The name, the costume, and everything?
It's somewhat sad to admit, but I had little use left for Penny Pointer as she was. Hawkshaw afforded me new advantages, opportunities.
But didn't you have to pretend to be working for Professor Pointer?
Well, that was one of the advantages. Pointer was in such a desperate state, he was finally willing to share some of his secrets. On the second day, Hawkshaw explained she needed to be able to search the secret laboratory. Pointer gave in and gave me the code for the harp statue. Reluctantly, but still.
So, you stole Pointer's research?
I would have done, if I'd found anything worth stealing. But he had made remarkably little progress, barely scratching the surface of the beetle's true mystery.
Which is?
It carries an exoskeleton approximately 90% identical to gold. But it's not the 90% I'm interested in.
The other 10%? What's the other 10%?
Did you ever question what exactly makes the water here so unique? Before Misted Mansion was built over the lake, before the lake was even a lake, Lord Remington and his wife built a small structure here, a research station, supposedly. Fast forward 2 or 3 generations, and as you saw for yourself, it's been mostly cleared out.
The ambassadors took everything when they left.
And everything they didn't take was burned in the incinerator. However, possessing additional insight, I found something the others had missed. It's not much, but I have what I need.
So, why isn't this the end of the story? Why did you stay? Why did you kill Freya?
I'm gonna need more information, please. The will of Freya Fellow. Let's continue our conversation, please.
Simply put,
Right, we had to have that
Freya
cutscene break.
was too good for me. It's my fault. I pushed her over the edge, unknowingly, but still, I take the blame.
What are you talking about?
Did you know I based the design for Hawkshaw on something Freya painted?
Yes. Yes, we did.
That's right. I had assumed it was purely abstract. I just thought it had a good energy. I later discovered it was a figure of some kind, something from Freya's recurring nightmare. For all her vitality,
Oh shit.
I think Freya was probably the most troubled of all of us.
Didn't say it
She
came
was
alive.
desperate to
We
leave
probably
Tangle
scared the
Tower,
shit out of her.
but she couldn't just walk away. For quite some time, she'd been trying to break into Pointer's laboratory. Freya and her friends were halfway through deciphering those symbols on the harp statue, I believe.
Why did she care about getting into Pointer's lab?
That's exactly what I wondered. At first, I thought perhaps she just wanted to free the beetles. She has a fondness for them. What Pointer was doing upset her significantly. But in fact, I think it was something else. I think she wanted to free Fiona. The real reason Freya was unable to leave Tangle Tower is that she could not get Fiona to agree to come with her. We're now
think they did say they
firmly in the
disagreed
realm
on
of
that.
speculation, but I think Freya felt that exposing the darker secrets of Tangle Tower, not just to the rest of the family, but to the world, would compromise all three families, and perhaps, somehow, free Fiona from the shackles of her inheritance. That was her plan anyway, but something happened before Freya could find her way into Pointer's laboratory.
She found her way into your study, found your notes, found that photograph. I'm willing to bet she put it all together quicker than we did.
So she worked out what had happened to the 5 ambassadors. Specifically, what you'd done to them when they refused to help you.
Freya had made a promise to paint
She killed
Flora
people?
as a birthday gift, a parting gift no less. She'd be in a locked room, several hours away from her friends. It was my best chance.
But why hide in the attic?
I
And
think
why
that's what
bother with
they're
the beetle
implying,
at all?
Cookie.
The beetle in the gramophone wasn't for Freya. It was for Flora. She didn't deserve to be involved. She suffered enough. I couldn't get Flora
I know
out of
what
the
she
room,
suffered.
but if she could be unconscious, then she wouldn't have to witness anything.
Why the knife? The illusion of the painted knife with the blood.
That was for Fiona. And Poppy too, I suppose. Gave them something to focus on.
You mean it distracted them while you made your escape?
It helped them cope. The very idea of something abstract, something supernatural. I believe it made things marginally less painful for them, initially.
How the hell did she go from above this room all the way back over to the other tower to swap outfits to then become Penny again to then go back over there with her uncle in like 0.2 seconds? You know what I'm saying? Like how does she pull this off?
Worked on you too.
I need the details.
So why are you still here? Why not take
guess
your
she-
first chance
She
and
wouldn't have
leave?
had to swap outfits.
Ah, well, I've
So you're
been
murdering
waiting
someone
for
with
an
bird
opportunity
hands.
to get my beetle back. I'd really rather not leave without it.
Wait, it's still here?
It's still inside the gramophone.
Uh-oh. That's not gonna be great for us. She was original outfit, not Hawkshaw. Yes. Yeah, I wasn't saying she was Hawkshaw. I was saying she was like in the outfit she was just in that cutscene. Like, I don't know. Hey, I'm Props. Welcome. Oh no. Is that what you wanted?
What's going on?
Poppy, they are both awake.
I
I
can
smell a
see.
sequel. This is not great.
You two all right?
My head hurts. What happened to us?
You were both unconscious. 14 minutes by my count.
Really?
You're both fine. No injuries.
Was it the beetle? In the gramophone? I heard it through the ceiling in my room.
The exact same sound we heard before the murder.
I guess it must have been.
So how did we get down here? What happened to Penny?
Fitz
Where the
saved
fuck's
both
our
of
boat?
you, obviously.
When
Thanks,
I
Fitz.
reached Flora's tower, you were both unconscious, and Penny was crouched down beside you. She had her crossbow on her, but who knows? She may have just been checking you were both asleep.
Did you know that she was the murderer?
Poppy and Fifi suspected her. Apparently, they were pretty close to solving it themselves.
Fitz did not want to believe us because he liked Penny a lot.
Sorry,
But
my
what
dude.
happened? Fitz, what did she do when she saw you?
She jumped out the window.
What? Did she survive?
She did.
I heard something land in the garden outside my room, but by the time I got out there to check, she was already gone.
Hang on. Poppy, why do you have Penny's hat bird?
She left him behind. I found him sitting on the floor in the aviary, all by himself. Poor little thing. The mean lady didn't care about you at all, did she? No, she didn't.
I apologize. Poppy seems to be under the illusion that the bird can understand human language.
So, Penny got away.
I'm afraid she did.
We had suspected she might try to escape. I was stationed here by the lake's edge. I proved to be an ineffective guard. She took the boat.
Tiny Fifi, of
Did
course.
she take the beetle with her?
Nope,
How do you know?
because it's right here.
It was still in the gramophone. I guess I scared her off before she had a chance to take it.
Poppy, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to give it back to your father?
No, I'm not. It doesn't belong to anyone. So, I'm going to put it on the ground and never bother it again. I think that's what she would have wanted.
Bye, Beetle. How did she pull off this murder? I'm still not clear on this. I need to go out. I need to go over everyone's testimony again. I was not expecting Hawkshaw to actually be another member of the family. Was not expecting that blindside, so. Did that look like it said, oh no? Yes. Because, uh-oh, in Mayor voice doesn't really work out. Look at the little beetle go! He's so slow. Oh man, he's gonna drown in the lake. He's not going anywhere fast. I appreciate you for trying. Thank you. I did my best. Okay, so, we didn't capture the bad guy, which leaves me conflicted. Uh-oh. There he goes. I'm also still a little unclear about Penny's motivations. Like, she just didn't feel important enough, so she decided to go murder a bunch of people? Does that sound right to you guys? Do we get a special... This is actually Penny, and you would have known that had you paid attention? No. This art gallery is really cool, though. It's got, like, everybody's designs. Even characters that we literally did not talk to. Oh man, she went through quite a few iterations. I really like the one they landed on. This is cool. I like this. I still feel like I need answers. Hold on. If we go here, what does this do? Okay. All right. Hold on. How do we do... Excuse me.
Let's not wander off right now.
I need to wander away. Need to answer questions. Let's hear, I want to hear her. Shit. She started in the aviary and then went over. And Hawkshaw said that they started in the library, Grand Hall out. And that they ran into... Okay, I bet I know what really happened. So, she murders. She murders up in the tower. Felix said that he heard someone run past and then saw Poppy leave too. So he like heard the murderer leave first. So she must have murdered up here, come down here, gone into the library, changed clothes as... Changed clothes. That doesn't make any sense either. This hurts. Yeah, so she basically said that she ran into herself, right? So she fabricates, you know, something. She doesn't have to change clothes, no, but like she comes down in the Grand Hall, she bumps into herself, She then claims that she goes out to the garden. She also goes upstairs. So she goes upstairs and then leaves with Pointer. Then she probably changes clothes in the study to go out here because then Fitz comes down and talks to her in the garden like after a couple hours. And after that point, Penny was unaccounted for because she was just in her room. I think that's how it must have happened. Oh man, this hurts. I guess, yeah, that's what we're going with. Okie dokie. All right, that solves that enough for me. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Still don't quite understand why she just like didn't feel important enough, so she decided to murder a shit ton of people. But hey, you know, whatever gets your rocks off, I guess. That was Tangle Tower, guys. We are all done. I don't know what the next game we're going to play is. Like, at all. I don't even have an inkling. But I will let you know. We'll figure it out together. Maybe it'll be a surprise. But what I do know is that the next stream is Thursday. Thursday? I stream on Thursdays, right? It has been a day. I used up all my brain power, you guys. Thursday. It'll be Thursday at 7 p.m. MST. Skyrim! Oh, that could be a trip. God, we'd never make it through that game. Paradise Killer. I have not heard of Paradise Killer. Is that a mystery game? Stream will be Thursday, 7 p.m. MST. We'll do our thank yous and our good nights. If you guys have game suggestions, you can feel free to leave them in the Discord. And I can mull them over, see if they're on sale. Steam's having a sale right now. If you guys are just Minesweeper. Let's finish the cat dating game. Oh, we could do that. We could do that. I did kind of already dub it Amira's Mini, but we could play some more. I would not be opposed. I'm also down for some Minesweeper. I've never actually figured out how to play that fucking game. Ever in my life. I've never figured out. I just click and then things blow up and I call it a day. Thanks so much for being here with me, guys, for Tangle Tower. I really appreciate it. This was a hell of a mystery. I actually did not predict the ending on this one, so, you know. Thank you to Dashshot for the follow while we were offline. And that's it. Thank you to Paladin for the sound biddies. And yeah, that's it for today, guys. So I love Minesweeper. You're gonna have to teach me how to play it because I never figured it out as a kid. I just played the pinball game. You know what I'm talking about? That was my jam. Yeah, I'll see you guys on Thursday. I hope you have a great rest of your week. And I will see you then for another game of some sort. It's a surprise. It's a mystery. Have a good night, guys. Bye.